The small grocery store on Pine Street opened every morning at 7 o'clock. The metal shutters rolled up with a familiar sound, and warm yellow lights filled the space inside. The store was clean and bright. Long shelves stood neatly in rows, full of bread, milk, fruits, and daily needs. Wide glass windows faced the street, letting sunlight pour in. People in the neighborhood loved this store. Some said it was more than a shop. They said it was the heart of Pine Street. The owner, Mark Hill, believed that too. Mark was in his early 40s. He wore clean shirts and kept his hair short. He had bought the store 5 years ago after taking a big loan. Since then, he worked long hours. He opened the store himself every morning and closed it every night. He checked every bill, every shelf, and every camera. Mark trusted cameras more than people. He trusted rules more than stories. In the past, he had lost money. Items had gone missing. Numbers had not matched. Each loss made him more careful, more strict. He told himself that being kind was good, but being careful was better. On this cold winter morning, the store opened as usual. A few customers walked in through the front door, rubbing their hands to stay warm. Then the side door opened. An old black man stepped inside quietly. His name was Elijah Brooks. His back was bent with age. His hair was white and thin. His hands were rough, marked by years of hard work. He wore the same brown coat he always wore. One sleeve was torn near the elbow. His boots were old, and the laces were faded and weak. Elijah did not greet anyone. He never did. He walked slowly, carefully, as if each step mattered. First, he went to the bread shelf. He picked up one loaf and held it close to his chest. Then he moved toward the milk fridge and took one small carton. Only 2 items, always the same. Mark noticed him right away. From behind the counter, Mark watched the old man. His eyes followed every move. He had seen Elijah many times before. Always quiet, always entering through the side door, never looking at anyone, never smiling, never rushing. Mark's chest felt tight. He remembered past losses, missing items, reports that did not add up. His mind filled with doubt. "Hey!" Mark called out. "Sir!" Elijah froze. He turned slowly. His eyes were calm but tired, like someone who had heard harsh words before. "You can't just walk around here," Mark said loudly. "Where's your basket?" Elijah looked down at his hands. They were shaking slightly. "I only need 2 things," Elijah said softly. Mark stepped out from behind the counter. His voice grew sharper. "That's not how this works," Mark said. "And why do you always use the side door? You trying to hide something?" The store went silent. A woman near the fruit section stopped breathing for a moment. A teenage boy looked down at his phone. Someone cleared their throat. "I'm not hiding," Elijah said quietly. Mark pointed at the bread. "Put that back. I've been watching you. Things go missing, and you never come through the front door like everyone else." Elijah's face did not change. Slowly, carefully, he placed the bread back on the shelf. It looked heavy in his hands, heavier than it should have been. "I can pay," Elijah said. Mark shook his head. "I don't want trouble. Just leave. And don't come back." The words hung in the air like cold smoke. Elijah nodded once. He turned toward the side door. His steps were slow and careful. When he reached the door, he stopped. He looked back at the store. His eyes moved across the walls, the shelves, the ceiling lights. For a moment, it looked like he was remembering something. Then he left. After the door closed, noise returned to the store. People whispered. The woman near the fruit shook her head. Someone sighed. Mark went back to the counter. His jaw was tight. He told himself he had done the right thing. He told himself rules existed for a reason. That night, Mark counted the money. Nothing was missing. He counted again. Still nothing. For the first time, Mark felt unsure. The next morning, Mark arrived early. The sky was still dark. The street was quiet. He unlocked the store and turned on the lights. He could not stop thinking about the old man. The way Elijah had looked back at the store felt strange, like the building meant something to him. Mark walked straight to the security room. "I'm just checking," he told himself. "Just checking." He clicked through the camera dates. Days turned into weeks. There was Elijah again and again. Always the side door. Always bread and milk. He never put anything in his pockets. He never rushed. He always paid at the counter when Mark was not there. Mark leaned closer. Then he went further back. Months. Years. The store looked different. No bright signs. No clean shelves. Just dust and empty space. And there was Elijah. Younger. Stronger. Standing tall. He wore a hard hat and thick gloves. He lifted wood, fixed wires, painted walls. Other men worked beside him. They laughed. They wiped sweat from their faces. Mark's breath caught. The date was 12 years ago. He watched more clips. Elijah laying tiles. Elijah fixing the side door. Elijah standing at the front, smiling proudly. Then another clip appeared. A younger man stood at the counter, shouting. Elijah stood near the front door, hands open, calm. No sound, but the moment was clear. Then another clip. A sign went up. Employees only, side door. And finally, Elijah stood outside the front door, looking in. He turned and walked to the side. Mark sat back, shocked. Mark searched the old records, old files, old names. There it was. Elijah Brooks, head builder. Below it, a note from the former owner. Banned from front entry after argument. Refused apology. Allowed side access only. Mark's hands shook. Elijah had not sneaked in. He had followed a rule made long ago. A rule born from pride and anger. Elijah had built the store, and the store had turned its back on him. Mark closed the store early that day. He searched public records. Old newspapers. Old photos. One picture showed the store opening day. A ribbon across the front door. Elijah stood near the back, smiling, hands dirty, eyes proud. The article said Elijah had led the work when no one else wanted the job. The area was rough then. Money was low. Trust was broken. But Elijah stayed. He worked late. He paid workers himself when money ran out. Then came the argument. The owner refused to pay full wages. Elijah spoke up. Loudly. People listened. The ban followed. No apology. No fix. Mark found Elijah's address through a community center. A small house near the train tracks. He knocked. Elijah opened the door slowly. He looked surprised but not angry. I was wrong, Mark said. I saw the footage. Elijah said nothing. I judged you, Mark said. I accused you. Elijah stepped aside. Come in. Inside, the house was simple. Photos of the store covered the walls. That beam, Elijah said, pointing. I placed it. It holds the roof. Mark swallowed. I used the side door, Elijah said, because I was told not to use the front. I kept my promise. The next morning, the store opened late. A new sign hung on the front door. Welcome, all are welcome. Mark waited. Elijah arrived. He stopped when he saw the sign. Mark opened the door wide. Please. Elijah stepped inside. The bell rang. People clapped. Some cried. For the first time in years, Elijah walked through the front door. And the store finally remembered who built it.